Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to share how not to lose money in any property investment deal. There's so many people out there that have stopped investing because they've lost so much money and they've actually run out of money. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how you could actually ensure you do not lose any money in your property investment deals. Let's get to it. So basically, before you start properties, you need to have industry knowledge. You need to know what sort of strategy you want to get into and what's going on with that strategy, whether there are property prices going up, whether they're going down, however the market is. You need to have that industry knowledge. You have to know with the strategy. First of all, you have to know it in and out. You need to know what it is. If suppose you're going to do buy to let, you need to know buy to let in and out, where to buy, what's involved in buy to let, what sort of tenants you want to get, and also what the market is currently doing in terms of buy to let. So you need to have that industry knowledge. You know the trend, where property prices are going up and where they will be going up in the future. So you need to know where the wave is, and then you put yourself in a better position to ensure you buy properties before the wave, before it goes up, and then you wait then for the wave to come up, and then obviously then you could get return on cash flow as well as capital appreciation. So it's very important for you to know the industry you are getting into, especially if you are looking at a niche. You can look at the property as a whole, because property as a whole is an industry. So look at the industry, know the trend and trashes, and also laser focus on the strategy you want to get into, so you can understand what's happening or which town or city the actual wave is going to go to. And again, the other thing you need to also think about is getting a patch. What do I mean by getting a patch? You cannot invest everywhere in the UK, right? UK is a small country, but yet a bigger country when it comes to investment. So you need to identify an area or a town where you want to invest. So you focus your strategy in that town. So if you want to invest, suppose you want to invest in Bradford, for example, make sure you know Bradford and find an area within Bradford where you want to laser focus your investment strategy and try to buy properties in those areas. So getting the patch is very important, because without the patch, you would be going back and forth. You'll be going to different cities and towns. You get confused, and then guess what? You end up giving up if you haven't got any deal. Because, and also, if you've got a patch, to analyze the deals becomes a lot more easier for you, because you would know what the rental income is in that area. You know roughly what the property values are, and obviously you can build rapport with the local estate agencies. So you don't want to be in Liverpool today, Manchester the other day, and London the next week. Basically, that way it's not just difficult for you to get properties, it's also difficult for you to build rapport with the local estate agents, because it just be too much work for you. So concentrate, laser focus in one patch, and then make sure you actually exploit that patch until you know you've mined all the things that needed to be mined in that area before you go to another town. And the other thing you need to start considering also, or you need to be doing already, is searching for motivated sellers. So instead of looking for properties on the market that everybody is literally rushing for, look for motivated sellers. Look for people that are interested in, that are looking to sell their properties. Again, I've been talking about motivated seller almost in each and every video I've posted out there. So it's vitally important for you to actually go out there and look for the people that are really serious, that are looking to sell before that property hit the market. Because once you've met the motivated seller, you can learn about them and you can find a way to help them and buy properties at a very good rate. And one of the other ways you could acquire a property without losing any money is buying properties that you could add value to. Again, I've been repeating this every single video almost. You have to look for something that you could add value to, right? If you went out there and look for nice, amazing property, what value can you add to it? Or why would you think the landlord, if you're doing rent to rent, the landlord would hand that property to you at a discount? Right, there's nothing there to actually add value. So you go out there, look for properties you could add value to, right? Look for rundown property, dilapidated buildings, properties that have been vacant for a very long time, or properties that have not been modernized for a very long time. That way then you'll be able to go out there and add value. You could add an extension, you could add a loft conversion, you could have a conservatory, you could add value to the property, or maybe you could also change the use of that property. Again, this is how you do not lose money. right? Because you're doing what other people are not doing, or what other people are thinking. It's lots of investment and lots of time. So you are kind of doing something different. Again, look for something that you could add value to. So once we've got something we could add value to, we need to buy it at discount. Okay, buy it at discount. You make money the day you buy, not when you sell. Okay, you need to start making money on the day you buy. Suppose you want to buy £100,000 property, and you negotiated with that property, and you were able to buy that property. Suppose you bought it for £85,000. That is you making money from day one, because you have been able to get that property 15% below market value, meaning you've made money from day one. If you've done that property, add value to that property will not just worth £100,000, it would worth 105,000, 125,000, even if you've added significant value. Again, this is why it's vitally important for you to buy your properties at discount. All the properties I've bought, acquired, or managed, I get them below market value. If I'm not getting a discount in a property deal, I'm not buying it. Right? Because I don't have lots of money to actually store in properties. I rather do them or pull all my investment out, or most of my investment out, and move to another deal. So I always buy a discount and ensure I add significant value to be able to pull all my investment out. If you think this video has been really helpful and you are learning, don't forget to hit the share button so you can share it with friends and family who may be interested in things like that. So the other thing also you need to do basically is to do the opposite of what everyone is doing, right? If everybody is in Liverpool looking for property deals, you might as well try looking at Newcastle, or look at Leeds, or you could look at Durham, or you can look at Lancaster. Don't go where everybody is going, okay? Because it will be too crowded. Once it's too crowded, property prices goes up, okay? So again, do the opposite of what people are doing. And again, I've been saying this almost every single video, how important this is. You need to be doing something opposite to what other people are doing. I know it's easier to say than done, but that's what I do. That's the reason why I buy properties below market value, properties I can add value to, and at discount, so I make significant return in my investment. Another reason not to lose money in your property investment is you have to know your return on investment. You have to have a minimum return on investment to ensure that deal is a deal that you want to buy. Okay, if you haven't got a target, or you haven't got a minimum ROI, you will struggle, because you can pick any property because you don't really know what your ROI is. I will do a whole video on ROI so that you could learn about ROI, and then you can then implement that in when you are analyzing your deals. So it's very important for you to know how much money you're gonna put in and what will be the return once you put that money in. Vitally important. If you haven't got that, basically you're just floating, and you may not know what your returns are, and then you end up having deals that you're losing money on. Also, you need to know your cash flow. Cash flow is vitally important, very important. This is, if the property is not generating you passive income, there's no point doing it, right? You're not going to buy a property to hope property prices would go up and then you can pull investment that way. If that is your strategy, it's a wrong strategy. And also, you don't buy property that doesn't generate your cash flow now because you're hoping the government may do something in that area, or an investor has come, has bought is going to buy something in that area that will drive the property prices up. That is wrong. You need to ensure the property you're buying today, if you rent it out today, it would give you net cash flow. It would give you profit. Again, your net cash flow should be 2.5 times or 3 times more the interest you would pay on the mortgage. Okay, I'll repeat that again. The property you buy, you need to make sure your net cash flow is 2.5 or 3% over your mortgage interest that you're paying in that property. Because that way then, if anything goes wrong, or say interest rate goes up, you know you have enough cash flow to be able to keep that property profitable to you. So very important, reanalyze your cash flow. If you have to do it 5 times, do it 5 times to ensure that it is positive cash flow and it is net profit. One more thing I'm going to add in cash flow is basically you need to go over the figures over and over to ensure that it is positive cash flow. And also, the most important thing, you underestimate your income and overestimate your expenses, right? If you underestimate your income and overestimate your expenses, if you're making profit, you are in a better position as well, okay? So never ever go with the market rate in your rental income, right? Always go below the market rate slightly and then overestimate your expenses. If you get more than what you'd anticipated, is you get a surprise, and that would be an amazing surprise as well. And finally, have a strong will to overcome objections, because the property business, you will have lots of objections. You'll have lots of people saying you're crazy, lots of people that do not believe in you, lots of people are saying they're not going to offer you their deals. All that sort of thing you would come across, okay? You just have to have a thick skin and able to go through it, and never let someone else's opinion become your fact. If someone said this deal, you're not going to get this deal, if they're not selling the property, don't believe it. You go out there and do it. And someone do not believe in you, go doing properties, again, you go out there and prove them. So never let someone else's opinion become your fact. If someone said no to you, don't take it personal. Move on to the next deal. But don't forget to tell them, if they ever change their mind, you're still there interested in buying their properties, because you may have so many no's, right? Some people give up once they've got the second or third no. That's how this is too hard. They give up. Property business, I know lots of property gurus out there are making it look really easy, stuff like that. It's not an easy game, okay? You have to be resilient, you have to be strong, and you have to be able to take no and move on, because you can go out there, look for so many deals. Because how I see properties, if everybody's saying yes to you, you need to look back and check what you're doing, because you may be doing something wrong. You have to have so many no's, you negotiate on those no's until they become yes. So that's how property business works. So don't give up if someone is saying no to you. And also, if somebody's saying no to you, it means that you're literally looking for profit, right? If people are saying yes to you, you need to look back on your analysis just to ensure that you are doing it right. And again, this is how not to lose money in any property investment strategy. I hope this video has been really helpful. Again, if you like this video or any of my videos, hit the like button below, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of these videos. And if you also think this video has been really helpful and you've learned from it, please share it with friends and family so they can learn as well. I'm running a free property investment crash course every month, completely free. You don't pay anything. If you're interested, there's a link on the description below. Click that link and register yourself for completely free to join me in my next property investment crash course. And again, if you want to spend 30 minutes with me, you can book a free strategic call with me. You can spend 30 minutes with me completely free to learn about what you want to do and to ask me whatever questions you want to ask me. And then again, if you're interested in that sort of thing, click the link below in my description to book yourself for a strategic call. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. I look forward to sharing more videos.